You don't care about nobody but yourself. That's why you gonna die alone, nigga. Ain't nobody gonna miss you because you ain't gonna have nobody left.
Uncle Marvin, my mom's older brother, that nigga never miss an opportunity to miss an opportunity. But he loyal and tough. And he always eating.
Be all right?
Where you been?
Nigga hungry.
I'm gonna walk out of here. I'm gonna put a bullet in this little nigga head. You hear me?
You know whose kid that is?
Yeah, I know who.
God damn!
You should just let him kill me. You should just let him kill me.
Man, I wish he would have just let him kill him. That way Marvin will still be here and Kanan, he'd be up out of here. But man, it seems like Kanan is always getting saved somehow, some way. And the person that saves him is the person that he ends up killing later on. I mean, it's a damn shame, y'all. But today, we are remembering Uncle Marvin. I want you guys to stay tuned.
Say, Kanan, kill Luke.
Please.
But what don't kill you only make you better. You get strong, you get mean, and then you get even.
We doing this or what?
If you didn't hate me before, you hate me now.
No, I hate him.
And I don't give a nigga.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today, we're going to be talking about Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Season 5. This is the Remembering Marvin Thomas video. Uncle Marvin, I mean, damn. Can't believe your boy Kanan actually did this, but then again, I guess I can believe it because we know Kanan, he ain't, right in the head. Something is definitely wrong with that boy. But in this last episode, he did what Snaps and Pops wanted him to do. The same Snaps and Pop that set up his boy Famous. The same, Snaps and Pops that took out his girlfriend, Crystal. I mean, damn. You did all this and they did anyway. You know what I'm saying? Snaps and Pops ain't here no more. Jukebox smoked them. We still smoking on that Snaps and Pops pack. I mean, I'm glad they gone. But of course, I'm pissed off that Uncle Marvin is gone. But we already knew eventually this could happen. It was rather this or Marvin going to prison. And we know if Jukebox is crazy as we know she is in the OG Power, something like this was bound to happen eventually. The sad thing is, Kanan, he just had to be the one that's going to do it. Know what I'm saying? Taking out two of his uncles in the same season. I mean, really? Know what I'm saying? So it's going to get crazy. Now, shout out to your boy London Brown. He did an excellent job playing the role of Uncle Marvin. One of the most liked characters in the Power universe. Know what I'm saying? He was not perfect. We know this, but he still tried, to be there for his family, be there for his daughter. And unfortunately, the lifestyle caught up with him, along with dumbass Kanan as well. I mean, Marvin, he tried. He saved Kanan's life, but I guess that didn't matter at all because Kanan still decided that he wanted to do this, right? He even told, Breeze that he's going to do it for him. He don't need to prove that he is dedicated. He going to do it because that's what he wants to do. Like, okay, so you're going to do this. But, of course, we know Kanan, he died just like Marvin said he was going to die. All alone, and ain't nobody gonna miss you. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly how Kanan's life ended up going. And hey, I don't give a damn. We still smoking on that Kanan pack. You know what I'm saying? I had to rewatch that episode numerous of times. You know what I'm saying? Just to, help with my grieving process of losing Uncle Marvin. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, we got to talk about Marvin, the things that he's been throughout his journey on Power Book 3, Raising Kanan. I mean, we know as far as his origin story that Marvin was the one that was running the operations, but of course drugs caught up with him and eventually Rock took over, right? And as we were watching his journey, we know he also was working with his nephew. One of the funniest storylines, because we know they were selling some bad drugs. Kanan thought he can do what he wanted to do. Kanan thought he can cook up some good drugs. And y'all saw what happened. Marvin tried his best to clean that up. Kanan almost lost his life. And of course, as we know, Marvin saved his dumbass, right? Now, y'all let me know what are some of your favorite Marvin scenes. You know, his times on the show. I mean, he's been on the show since the very beginning, 5 seasons, and he's been through a lot of different storylines. I mean, he had me cracking up when he put that body in the wall and Rock was pissed off and it had the whole apartment stanking. I'm like, dude, Marvin, why the hell you putting a dead body at that, in some walls? Like, come on. I mean, Marvin was crazy as hell, always eating, cracking jokes and all that stuff. He was just funny as hell. I mean, it was quite obvious he's the funniest person on the show. But as I told you guys, Marvin was not the perfect person. He did make some mistakes. We know he had issues with his daughter as far as her sexuality, you know, what she liked to do. And they got into it. Marvin and Jukebox got into a fight that seemed very realistic. I mean, they killed that scene, right? But eventually, we know Marvin, he did, you know, adapt and he made those adjustments. He apologized and he ended up accepting Jukebox for who she was. And he was not as judgmental. And we know he was there with her when she finally stood up to her mother. We know her mom's, she wasn't even around like that. And then when she popped back up, the things she tried to do to Jukebox at that church, trying to pray the gay away. I mean, what the hell was they doing? They were doing entirely too much, right? But Marvin definitely stood by his daughter's side and he was always there to support her after the issues that they end up having. And of course, he supported her music, you know, career as well. Now we know Marvin, he loved his younger brother, Lulu. I mean, at times they would get into it, but at the end of the day, he was always there for him as well. And we know he saved his life in that fire. And we also know that he went out there seeking revenge for Lulu. He was trying to shoot up Unique even when Unique had his son in his hand. I mean, it goes to show you that he was not playing around and he was willing to do whatever he had to do to avenge his family. And that's exactly what he ended up doing. Now, we also know that Marvin, he was messing with your girl, Tony Deep Throat. Know what I'm saying? He had him a snow bunny. She was getting all serious with him, but he wasn't trying to take it that far. And hell, I don't blame him at all. Now, we also know that Marvin almost lost his life in those earlier seasons, but luckily, we know his boy Demo saved him out there in that hallway from the Italians. And we also know that Marvin, he dropped off Sal Boselli. He got him up out of here. And that whole Sal Boselli storyline, it basically helped create this major Italia storyline. Of course, it led to the whole thing with Stefano, which we know created more issues. We also know that Marvin, he was in, you know, anger management with Miss Renee. We know how that turned out. It did not end well for her. And that storyline, it led to a new storyline with Gerald and, of course, Amber, who we saw in this last season of the show, which got Marvin into some law enforcement issues, right? But as I told you, Marvin, he's always, you know, been there for everybody. He is loyal, and deep down inside, he is a good person. Now, also, one of my favorite parts about Marvin's journey was when he had the conversation with Unique about Sal Boselli's boy. Marvin was talking about, well, maybe he is dead. And Unique told him, well, if that body don't show up, that means he ain't dead. And if he ain't dead, that means he is talking. And Marvin, he was looking real shook, like, man, you right. Know what I'm saying? He probably still out there alive, right? Now, one thing we do know is this. Marvin, he really did love his sister Rock. He tried to prove himself to her time and time again. We know Marvin made a lot of mistakes at the very beginning of this series, but by the end of this journey, it was just him and her. Know what I'm saying? Lulu was up out of here, and he had to remind her that he is her older brother, and he got her. Know what I'm saying? He got her no matter what. And it's sad to see, you know, him go, because now we're not going to see any of those family dinners. We're not going to see everybody together laughing and just chilling, kicking it with each other. All that is over. Ain't no fixing any of it, right? But it is what it is, man. Your boy Marvin definitely put in that work. Of course, I loved when he beat the brakes off of Kanan, because Kanan deserved it after what he did to Uncle Lou. And, you know what I'm saying? He got what he got. And Marvin, as I told you guys in my recap, he didn't really, you know, try to take Kanan out at that church. because Kanan walked right past him. He saw him, and Marvin, he could have got the one up on him, but he didn't do it. I guess he was not expecting Kanan to pull out the strap on him, but after he beat the brakes off of him, you better be on your P's and Q's. But of course that did not happen, and Marvin, I think he was just ready. He understood what time it was. It was whether he was about to get locked up for the whole thing with Amber, or he was getting dropped off, and I think he wanted to go out on his shield, and that's exactly what ended up happening. Now we gotta wait and see what's going to happen next as far as Jukebox finding out what happened to her father, and if she's going to find out if Kanan was the one that did this. But as I told you, I could never see the Jukebox that we saw in the OG Power forgiving Kanan, kicking it with him, helping him recover and all that stuff. Hell nah. I mean, she loved her dad, right? So I guess we got to see what's going to happen as far as the, the end of this story. We got one more episode left, and I think it's going to go out with the bang. Now down below, I want you guys to let me know, what do y'all think about Uncle Marvin? Will you miss his character? I mean, at least he was able to make it to the 5th and final season of the show. In the next episode, of course, we know we should be seeing his funeral. And we know dumbass Kanan is going to go there looking at his body, looking like, man, maybe I shouldn't have never done this. Maybe I made a mistake. But of course, as he said in that trailer, it's too late and ain't no fixing any of it. And I guess he got to live with his, decisions and suffer those consequences eventually, right? But this is the Remembering Marvin video. And once again, shout out to your boy London Brown. He did a very good job playing this role. I mean, he was definitely everybody's favorite uncle when it came to this show. And he's one of the top, liked characters in the Power universe, in my opinion. Now, I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support. And I will catch you on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.